as far as like the little touch points throughout the day or throughout the week, I mean, I'm bearing in mind that what you do with your husband might not be the same things that work for me or for everyone listening, but what are some of those little touch points, whether it is morning or evening rituals or weekly rituals? How do you stay connected? Because I know, especially for trying to be more securely attached, like having that balance of interdependence versus like independence is helpful. And I'm still trying to navigate like how much time do we spend together versus me time versus time doing things with work or friends or all those stuff like that.
I love that question, and I'll preface it with I used to hear people talk about this when we were at our worst, like caught in our most toxic dance. And it would be things like try, regular date night or check-ins, or like before you go to bed, say three things you love about each other. And I used to get furious hearing advice like that because I was like, I love that, but if I suggest that, he's going to have an attitude and he's going to see that as another way for me to try to control him or be so in
Mm,
his space. And so I just want to preface with that, just wherever the listener is, if that's where you are, first focus on what we talked about in the first part of this episode, the safety in yourself and in your nervous system, and learning how to really meet your own needs versus trying to have him meet your needs first for you. But now where we're at, it's cool and it's still a pinch me thing that we can even have conversations like, hey, how often do we want to check in or have date night? And it not be a trigger and him not feel threatened by that. And me also not like needing it in an urgent, desperate, anxious way, but more just, hey, this is what I want out of partnership. So, what's working for us now, at least, is we do Thursday dates during the day while the kids are at school. We're both able to request off during the day. I know that's not the same for everyone. Nighttime might be better, but we've started to pick up golf. He's annoyingly gotten really good at it really fast. I suck, but I still like to go hear the birds and whack some stuff. So we have our money check-ins, which is a new area of growth for us. That's a whole nother episode, girl. Like that's not been a easy journey, but I'm really proud of just how much we've grown in that. So we
mm.
start with a little money check-in, have a date on Thursdays, and then we're big throughout the week. Like if he's at work or I'm busy, we're big on sending each other reels, like dumb reels about the kids or, something, conspiracy theories, all of our inside jokes.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I think it's so important for everyone to, like myself included, to reflect on what does feel exciting or even just feel supportive or good. It doesn't have to feel like incredible every single moment, but sending those little reels or a certain amount of days, like having a home cooked meal instead of eating out or, eating in together, like whatever it looks like, is those little seemingly mundane things can be more enjoyable if we feel safe in our system and we kind of surrender needing it to be perfect and look a certain way. And I've found that some nights when I have my guard down and I'm not kind of on that like hyper alert state, it can be really enjoyable just to have a cozy night on the couch watching TV together. And then other nights where I'm like, we should be doing more, we should be having fun. The same exact activity is not enjoyable. So it really is like, what is my inner state that's contributing to how I'm thinking about this situation?